welcome to, let's see, what do we have today? Evolve, SmackDown, and SummerSlam all in one. For some reason, I swore we already did Evolve and SmackDown, but we did not. So we're going over all of that today. I'm Tafari.
I'm CK. I'm Knight Rider.
And we're going to jump straight into this because we got a lot to cover. And we're not in a rush, but we're kind of in a rush. So we start off with our first match of the night on Evolve. Bryce Donovan with the Vanity Project outside versus Marcus Mathers. And I gotta say, this was really damn good.
And that's the thing. Evolve usually is pretty good for being one on Tubi.
Yeah, it's
a
like
free network basically.
Yeah, it's the off-brand of the off-brand show, for lack, like, that's the best way I can describe it. It's like
it's the Little League.
Yeah, it's the Little Leagues. It's not even like the college level. It's like the Little Leagues.
Yeah,
like high school level. Not you get the point.
Yeah,
anyway,
get the point.
So how's your banana ball going?
That we're not getting sidetracked. But yeah.
For the record, though, since part of, if you're not watching Banana Ball and you're watching this, watch Banana Ball.
Exactly.
Anyway,
you'll enjoy it. Anyway, but I'm not going to cover Banana Ball. If I do, it would be me solo, and I'd probably still have to have Tafari here to run all this crap, and I'm not doing that. That's just extra stuff.
Anyway, this is a great match. I mean, Bryce Donovan honestly came out there and was showing off. You know, like the commentators were saying, when your guy Jackson Drake is the Evolve champion, you have to go out there every single week and show off what you can do. You know, you have to push yourself higher and farther and all this stuff. And as far as I remember, he was he? Maybe he wasn't. I think, because if I remember correctly, he was not dominating Mathers. Yeah, Mathers. That's it. I know how to say names. He wasn't dominating him, but it was a slugfest back and forth.
Yeah.
God dang it, my freaking crack. Not actual Twitch, it's popsicles. Calm down. Anyway.
Just like grape. It's grape jelly.
Yeah.
Or strawberry jelly. I'm surprised they haven't got a mod to make it a different colors yet.
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. Anyway. Obviously, Vanity Project gets involved.
No.
Brad Baylor comes up. Mathers blasts him with the PK. I don't know what that is.
That's his finisher.
No, it's not. It's something he knocks Brad Baylor off the ring apron with. Anyway, he's setting up for the somersault. But that's right. They use Zeta Steel as a human shield. And then Donovan comes in. He connects with the Black Hole Slam to pick up the victory.
I'm going to say this.
I was just about to bring it up. Go ahead.
The Black Hole Slam is becoming...
What are you looking for?
The Black Hole Slam is becoming the new spear. At least for like some of the other shows.
Yeah.
It seems like it's getting... Everyone is using a Black Hole Slam.
Yeah. I mean, what? We have...
Is that Ova's? Or no, there's somebody on NXT that uses it.
LFG. LFG, the winner. Fucking... Come on, help me here.
Oh, Jasper.
Yes, thank you.
Jasper Troy.
Yes, that's his finisher. I think it also might be Keanu Carver's.
And then they even did a couple times the PLE this weekend, too. A couple of different superstars did the Black Hole. I'm like, come on. It's like now, the Black Hole Slam. Let's everybody do it. We all did the spear. Everybody doing that Black Hole Slam!
It's not even that, it's not even that cool of a move. I mean, it's cool, but when you see it 50 million times, it sort of loses the cool factor.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, it's like the spear.
Unless you're Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Which we did talk about that.
Yeah. But anyway.
So, but anyway.
Bryce Donovan picks up the win via pinfall.
And then we got Legacy and Thatcher.
Talking backstage, yeah.
And we're just going to kind of brush through this real fast. Legacy and Thatcher are talking, and Thatcher basically is like, dude.
He is dangerous. I am not the same man I am now as I was before I got in the ring with him. Be careful.
He's like, I know.
Okay, I got it. I got you, big dog.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I got him.
Well, she didn't.
Yeah. Well.
But you did not.
Okay, and here, I'm going to get to this. Never mind. I will wait.
Callie Armstrong comes out to the ring. She says, hey, man, listen up. I ain't here to waste no time. Gintala, where you at? Where you at? You up under the ring somewhere? You in the back trying to sneak me or something? I didn't become the first ever Evolve champion by sneaking people, by running up on them. Nah, see me? I face all my competitors face to face, head to head. And you out here trying to earn a title shot by running up on people and sneaking them? How about you come say it to my face? Where you at, Jen?
And then Tyra May Steele shows up. Callie, oh my gosh. You sitting up here talking Gintala, but I'm the one that won the triple threat 2 weeks ago. You need to worry about me, Tyra May Steele. Because if you keep worrying about Jen, keep worrying about her. I'll be having one more gold in my collection.
Callie says, Tyra, don't nobody know who you are, and quite frankly, I don't care who you are. But one thing I do know is you need to get on you need to get on up. I assume it's up out of this ring, not up. Yeah, transcript's a little weird. Sorry, because the only person I'm looking for is Gintala.
Oh yeah, you don't know who I am? You're gonna find out who I am.
Then Gintala comes out. She says, Callie, knock my methods all you want, but it clearly got your attention. I want that title as much as you want me. So I'll give you what you want if I get what I want. And that's a match for the WWE Evolve Women's Championship. Callie's like, you ain't saying nothing but a word. That's easy. You got that title shot. Let's go.
Then Tyra jumps in. Whoa. Gintala, how are you gonna sit up here, be attacking all these women, and then think you can be handed a title shot? I won LFG. You got eliminated. Here's my problem with this statement, and her in general. Okay? She's right. Her winning LFG got her a shot on NXT, not Evolve. Hear me out. Gintala went to Evolve, which is where she needed to go.
Uh-huh.
And we've talked about this. Tyra May Steele did like 1 or 2 weeks on NXT, and they instantly pushed her down to Evolve.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. We've said this before. She has all the ability in the world, but none of the character.
None of the star power.
Yeah. The ability is there. And I'm going to tell you what. Love her or hate her, Gintala has at least shown something more than Tyra May.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely gotten better.
She has definitely shown to me that she can make a name for herself. And again, part of my problem with Tyra May Steele, I want a gold medal in the Olympics. Okay, and by the way, did I tell you I want a gold medal in the Olympics? Is there anything else? Yeah, I want a gold medal in. That's how I relate to her.
I get it.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but that seems to be like her only redeeming quality that
I agree.
Is that she's really pushing, and that's why I didn't even like her winning LFG.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. But
and so
she does make
this here to me, makes me hate her more.
I'm going to disagree. It's for the simple fact that she's right. She did win the triple threat match 2 weeks ago.
Okay. But I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about I won LFG. You got eliminated. You winning LFG took you to NXT. Why are you on Evolve? Because Jen Power went to Evolve.
They didn't have a storyline for her.
I understand.
Look at Natalia.
But you understand where I'm.
I get what you're saying, but
it's like you went down a peg in order to go up to where you're supposed to be. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway.
Yeah. But Kylie says, Tyra, don't nobody care that you won LFG. I'm the Evolved champion. And as champion, I say you need to wait in line.
And then Tyra is like, I ain't waiting in no more line.
Kylie says, you better wait. And then Gentala shoves Tyra into Armstrong. She hits a spinning back kick. Then she runs Armstrong and steals shoulder first into the opposite ring post. And then she grabs the title, holds it up over her head. And so obviously that's a triple threat match.
I'm going to tell you this, and I could be 100% wrong. I don't know if it's time yet, but I definitely see them moving Kylie up.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not saying Jen wins it. I'm not saying Tyra wins it yet. But I definitely think those two are going to be one that takes the Evolve title. The second they pull the trigger on Kylie.
I think it's going to be a matter of one of them taking the title from Kylie. Maybe not right away, but after they take the title from Kylie moves up, and then they're rivals for a little bit. Mm-hmm. To sort of, especially since they were both in LFG.
But, and like I said, love her or hate her. Kylie, and I know it's going to sound weird, but Kylie is the next Stephanie.
Oh yeah, she has all the ability in the world.
Kylie is the next Stephanie, and she's down and Evolved because you can't argue with her ability.
No. But moving on, Chewy has an interview with Jamar Hampton. He says the ability is there, the athleticism is off the charts. Jamar will be facing one of the premier athletes from the WWE program in Jack Cartwheel.
Yes.
Is Jamar ready for this whirlwind?
Well, hold on. Because he's like doing the rubber band thing.
Yes, we'll get to that.
No, but he's doing it like when he comes and he stops doing it.
Yeah.
So I want to make that because that comes into play.
Jamar's in there doing like the rubber band thing. I don't know what it's called. But he's doing the rubber band exercise. But Jamar says it's going to be special. 2 elite athletes, no fluff. Jamar says that he's the top dog in the Performance Center. He holds 8 records in their Performance Center gym, and his hand will be raised at the end of this match. He knows that Cartwheel has more experience, and then he's a human highlight reel, so he'll have to control the pace of the match. This isn't gymnastic, it's Evolve. And then It's Gall comes in, and he starts doing the
without the band. Like what's it like?
No, I think he grabs the same band that he was using and just starts doing this. And Chewy's like, "Bro, why are you following Jamar Hampton around?" He's like, I don't like Jamar Hampton, but I hate adrenaline drip.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't someone else with him? I could have sworn someone else was with him.
It's just his goal. That was last week. That's
right. So we get to our second match of the night. Jack Cartwheel versus Cappuccino Jones. Sorry, Jack Cartwheel with Cappuccino Jones versus Jamar Hampton.
This was actually pretty good.
Yeah, like they said, 2 elite athletes, Obviously, Jack is more of a high flyer, more of a springy, bouncy kind of guy, whereas Jamar is more power and like athleticism as opposed to high flying, springboarding. But still, great match.
Jack Cartwheel, great great grandfather invented the cartwheel? Isn't that like
something like that? Yeah,
running thing?
yeah. But it's great until it's not, because they're going back and forth. Hampton sends Cartwheel chest first into the canvas. He puts Cartwheel up on the top turnbuckle. They're hitting each other in the face back and forth as Hampton is trying to get, him into like a suplex or whatever it is. Then it's Gal comes down at ringside and he's just standing outside the ring. Oh yeah. Just
like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't even have words to describe it.
He's an idiot.
But that throws Hampton off. Cartwheel headbutts him in the face. Then he connects with it's not a cartwheel to pick up the victory, which is possibly the worst finisher name I've ever heard. But you know what?
Again, and I know you say it's a great name, but the story was Adrenaline Drip. It's still like eats at my brain. And like maybe it was the whole story thing, but I still just can't get over the Adrenaline Drip being the name of a tag team.
I think it's a good name. I think the story time ruined it.
We had a 5-minute story and was like,
the story was terrible too. It wasn't even like engaging or funny. It was just.
It was like I said. It was that moment you sit there and you're like.
Yeah, it was bad. I think if they just came out and said, "Oh yeah, I'm Jack Cartwheel, I'm Cappuccino Jones, and we are Adrenaline Drip," it would have gone fine. It might have gotten a few.
Yeah, I called him and said
he's like, "Yeah, do you want a coffee?" He's like, "No, I have too much adrenaline in my body to be drinking coffee, but I have the drip and."
Yeah,
it was so bad. It was so bad. Anyway,
so that was that.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, Jack Cartwheel picks up the win. We find out that next week on Evolve, Wendy Chu will battle Carly Bright. Plus, Callie Armstrong puts her WWE Evolve Championship against Jin Tala,
which will be
interrupted by Tasha. So you know what? Tyra, yes. There's too many steals. Anyway, that's my excuse.
You have too many keys and too many
Well, there's too many of everything, pretty much. Anyway, I wonder if that's going to be a heel. Well, actually, yeah, that would kind of make sense if it was.
There are 3 heels.
Is Kelly a heel? Is she?
I think they actually consider her a heel.
I guess. Maybe.
Unless she changed.
Well, no, because she can't be a heel because
unless she changed when Jin Tala attacked.
That's
her.
what I was gonna say. And also, she was going against. I don't know, because also Natalya raised her hand and shit. You don't do that to a heel.
I'm just saying. I think they kind of might have heard.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think after her battle with Natalya, she became a face, or at least a middle card. Yeah. I wouldn't call her a face, but I wouldn't call her a heel. I think she's riding that middle card.
Like I said, Callie was a great heel.
Oh yeah, I think she's great either way.
If she's a face now, I still like Callie. Yeah. So I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Then we have a Zara Zakra promo. She says, "I've never been the biggest girl or the one to stand out in a room, but I know my skills. I know I'm athletic. But have you seen that Evolve locker room? Those girls are insane, and it takes more to stand out. It takes courage. It takes courage to try. It takes courage to step out of your comfort zone. And after watching that Women's Evolve Championship match, I literally have no room for doubt. And I want to see if I measure up. If I want to be on NXT one day, if I want to be Evolve Women's Champion, I got to set up the challenge and show why Zara Zakra belongs."
Again, ZZ.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Marvel supervillain. Anyway. Then we get our main event. Only 3 matches. Is that average?
Yeah, it's about average. We might get 4.
That's right, yeah. I'm thinking of NXT.
Very, very rarely.
But yeah, we get Keanu Carver versus Sean Legacy. Great match.
This was great.
This is exactly what you would expect.
Yeah. Sean held nothing back. Like
he did not get his ass. I mean, he got his ass whooped, but it was not a one-sided beatdown.
Yeah.
Like, Keanu had to put him down, which he did manage to do after, a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, like, this is probably the best match.
Yeah. Yeah, Legacy is going for the shambles after hitting him with a missile drop kick, but Carver managed to land on his feet, and then he bites Legacy's ear.
Yeah,
and then he dumps him rib first on the top rope, and he catches him midair, and he connects with a twisting power slam to pick up the victory. And then after the match, Carver calls out Jackson Drake and the Vanity Project as the show goes off the air. Which, like I've said, I mean, I guess it's storyline, but I don't care how big you go. I don't give a fuck how big you are. You ain't taking on 4 guys at once. Unless you're Jacob Fatu, and then you're just built different anyway. But that's besides the point.
Which we'll get to.
Yeah. But, point being is, I think Keanu is biting off a little more than he can chew right now.
Alright. On to SmackDown.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what. I don't want to throw any spoilers out there. And, I mean, hopefully you've already watched everything.
They have. If they haven't, they wouldn't be watching this.
Is anybody watching it?
I don't think so right now.
But, anyway, point of the matter is, we get John Cena coming down to the ring, does his normal dark entrance, blah, 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 blah.
And then Cody Rhodes comes down the ring. By the way, we started like 5 minutes late because we had to do some shit. And you said, like, oh, we'll watch whatever we missed.
And then I looked at the transcript.
We missed nothing.
We missed absolutely zero.
To be fair, it was probably like a 3-minute recap, which is actually pretty good for, like, main roster.
We had the entrances.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, it starts at 7, so we probably had, the then, now, forever. Then we probably had, like, a 2 to 3 minute recap, and then John Cena came out, so.
And then the entrances.
Yeah.
And then he came out, yeah. Because, we got to show everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Or coming into the stadium.
That's right.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
But anyway, so, John Cena!
Well, you want Cena or you want Rhodes? Actually, Rhodes doesn't say shit, never mind.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's up to you.
John Cena comes out and he says, as Cody gets in the ring, he says, Cody Rhodes, I told you that I was exhausted and that a match at SummerSlam would be too difficult for me. You didn't listen. You assaulted me. You forged my signature, and you forced me into one of the most dangerous matches in WWE on one of its grandest stages for its biggest championship. I only got one thing left to say to you. Thank you. Because that was just the boot in the ass that I needed. For 25 years, day in and day out, I have forged a reputation off of hard work, honesty, and respect. And now I realize that 5 months ago, I flushed it all down the toilet, chasing false glory when I brought into somebody's crazy idea of making shocking TV. And we did. We shocked the world. We made great TV. But then the dust settles, and then everybody goes back to their normal lives. And then the people who were supposed to be on my team, they left. And they left me alone, trying to pretend to be something that I'm not. I want to leave here with this. After my last match, I want to take this home with me. But it's not because I want to ruin wrestling. Geez, you guys know I don't want to ruin wrestling. I love wrestling. I want to take this home with me, so after I'm gone, you guys don't forget about me. I was so hung up on how you might see me tomorrow that I forgot to realize how stupid I am acting today. And y'all tried to tell me, over and over, you tried to tell me, and I didn't listen. Cody, you tried to tell me, and I didn't listen. But you did what a good friend should do. You forced me to face it. You forced me into a fight. Not a match, a fight. Something that's going to be brutal. Something that's going to force me to dig deep and be who I really am. Something, if I don't show up for war, I shouldn't show up at all. Mark your calendar, Cody. August 1st, 2025. Newark, New Jersey. The day John Cena got back to the WWE. You hear that? I don't know who leaves with this on Sunday, but I do know who wins. Each and every one of you. Because I'm finally over my BS, and at long last, we get to see Cody Rhodes face off against the greatest of all time, at my best, with something to prove in a main event street fight with no rules that you wanted. Well, if you want some, come get some! And on Sunday, the only platinum rapper showing up to whoop your ass is me. The champ is here! I can't do it nearly as cool as he does, but you get the idea.
Basically, we got old school John Cena.
Yeah.
And then John Cena chants break out, and Cody goes for a Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Two of them, yeah.
And they drink in the ring. And then Cody finally gets on the mic, and he's like, "Welcome back, John Cena."
And then we get like a earlier in the night segment where Logan Paul interrupts Jelly Roll training. He's like, "What the hell are you doing in a wrestling ring? You know, your sparring partners are doing God's work." Jelly tells Logan to get in the ring. "I'm sick and tired of you bitch ass podcaster." They get into a brawl. Then Drew attacks Jelly Roll from behind. Logan shouts that he's not a wrestler, and then Drew nails him with a claymore. Then
we get the first match of the night.
Julia with Kiana James, her interpreter, her representative. I think she calls herself a representative, doesn't she?
She's a representative? I don't know. Yeah.
Versus Zelina Vega for the WWE Women's United States Championship. You know, the first time that we've even seen Julia in like over a month. And it's a rematch for the title. I mean, we needed the rematch for the title, obviously, but
this was actually pretty decent.
It was. I just want to know where the fuck Julia's been and where she's at now. She's not going to show up tonight or on Smack. You know that, right? She's not going to be on SmackDown on Friday. I hope she is, but I don't have high hopes.
But anyway,
this is a great match.
It's back and forth, really. I mean,
yeah. But you can see that Julia is simply
better. I don't know if better is the right word.
I don't think it is either. I think
Julia needed to win it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's her first defense. She's going to win it.
But what I mean is...
Yeah, especially after not showing up for over a month. Could you imagine that? Imagine you win a title. You're not even on TV for a month. And then your first defense, like, yeah, you're losing. That's just... I'm glad they didn't, obviously. I'm glad they didn't. But could you imagine that?
They've had it happen.
They have.
It happened.
But it's just disrespectful. Like, why the fuck even give me the title at that point?
WWE don't care.
Well, anyway, great match. You know, they're like I said, back and forth. They're both showing off why they deserve to be in this title picture. But you can see that Julia is just a step ahead. Like I said, I'm not going to say better, but a step ahead.
Like I said, I didn't know if better was the right word, but Julia had her.
Yeah.
She had her.
She had her for the majority of the match. And she ends up winning with her finisher, the Northern Lights.
Yeah, Northern Lights. So she's still the champion.
I'm going to go see those one day. Are they in Canada? Or like just up north, right?
Yeah, up north.
Like Alaska.
Sometimes they're in Canada.
Well, I mean, Canada.
High Canada.
Yeah, like high Canada where probably like 2 people live.
Anyway.
Well, you already know that like something like what 60-70% of Canada is uninhabited. Something like that. Anyway,
But Kathy Kelly had a backstage interview with Solo.
Yeah. Sure, the Solo made a request to have a steel cage hung above the ring tonight. And Solo's like, Kathy, what the hell are you talking about? Are you someone from the ring crew? The only two things I'm worried about is the United States Championship and my MFTs. Tonight, Big Jim is going to get a big boot against his big mouth against my 7-foot monster, Tala Tonga. Tonight is about sending a message. Oh, right. Then he's like, what's the old saying? Get in where you fit in. Yada I mean. Except he didn't say it that cool.
No.
Nope, Paul too.
And then we get. Hey, I love this. This is great. It wasn't great, but it was great.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about this. We have Los Garza, who we haven't seen in months, coming out to defend the AAA World Tag Team titles.
An open challenge.
An open challenge, yes. Which is when we get Mr. Iguana and Psycho Clown from AAA, and they have a tag team match. I don't know if they're actually a tag team in AAA. I don't think they are.
Might be, but I'm not sure.
Let's find out. Are Mr. Iguana and
you got my iguana?
Miss? No! Wait, which side's open? This side.
You're having difficulties there, Kyle?
Might have just swallowed a hair. Anyway. Is Mr. Iguana... God damn it. Is Mr. Iguana and Psycho Clown a tag... God damn it. I'll just do that. Oh, I fucking hate you. Stop.
They teamed up.
No, it says they made their debut as a team on SmackDown.
And
so
it says, yes, they have team. Yes, this is one. You team up as a tag team in AAA.
While they didn't win the titles, they made their debut as a team on the show.
Yeah.
So I don't think they are like a legitimate tag team in AAA. Motherfucker.
Are you okay?
No. Anyway, this is a great match. I mean, it's great to see more AAA stars.
I love Mr. Iguana.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Because of what is the, I can't remember Iguana's name. He actually has a name for it.
He does.
And it's something weird, like did you say it?
Layeska.
Yeah, I knew it was like.
Yeah. He uses Layeska to block a punch from Angel.
And she bites him away.
And doesn't he try to use her for the tag or something? Yeah. Or not the tag, the pin?
I don't know if he did it in this one. Did he do it in this one?
I don't remember.
I think so.
But yeah, I mean, it's great. I absolutely... I don't know if WWE's ready for the craziness of that, but it would definitely be great to see it.
I think they're ready for the craziness. I just don't think if you're gonna have AAA superstars coming over, you need to have AAA style matches. Like you saw that because we saw, what was it? What was the one we got to see from
Triple Mania or whatever?
No, not Triple Mania. Damn it!
Oh, Worlds Collide.
Yes, Worlds Collide. We saw that, and the rules were much more loosey-goosey. It was much more high-paced, high-octane, high-action. And this one felt much more like a WWE-style match, which isn't bad. but I feel like it doesn't show off what they can do.
Yeah. I agree with that. Are you good over there?
Great.
Then we get Kathy Kelly backstage.
Oh, we didn't say that.
Oh,
Las Garza retains.
of course.
Then Kathy has a backstage interview with Drew McIntyre and Paul, and she's like, "How do you guys justify ambushing Jelly Roll in his training session?" And Logan's like, "I have nothing to say to you." And Drew tells Kathy the looks they're explaining their actions later in the ring. We get a video package hyping up the six-pack tag team TLC match at SummerSlam. Then we get our third match, Damian Priest versus Aleister Black. And I'll let you take this one, considering how it ended.
I'm gonna tell you what. The match was great.
Until it wasn't.
But I mean, they both were doing what you expect them to do.
Yeah.
Until Aleister was a petty little bitch.
That one.
Yes, it is. What do you mean? Is it real? Yes, that's exactly what this was. What would you call it?
Aleister Black being Aleister Black.
Being a petty little bitch. Yeah, that's okay.
I remember how it ended, but hold on. Where did it actually end? I know there was a lot after.
Let's see. Priest delivers a pounce over the announce table. He clears the announce table, and then Black flings a steel chair into his face, which forces disqualification.
Yeah.
After the match, Black gets him to a ground and pound.
Yeah.
He attacks Priest repeatedly with the chair. He drives him back first into the steel ring steps, and then he connects with the Black Mass. So, please, how would you describe this?
Black proving a point.
That he's a petty bitch. Sure.
Here's the thing. I don't think this is the end of this.
Oh, absolutely not. Priest is absolutely not going to let this slide. It's going to be a street fight, because that's how everything ends nowadays, I guess.
With Priest. Especially with Priest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know we're going backwards, but I still love when he faced Gunther in the street fight. that was golden. You might be a general in the ring, but on the streets,
I'm a king. And like I said, I think Damian Priest was the first one to ever break Gunther, and ever since then, well, I think he's gotten back up since the whole fiasco with Jimmy, because that was just miserable.
Never mind. We'll talk about it.
But ever since that, I feel like he's built back up. But I think Damian is the one who initially broke him. Because you can see when he was going against Damian Priest, especially during
he was quieter.
He was shitting himself. I mean, you literally, like, when I don't remember exactly what it was, probably Monday Night Raw, but it was Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther in the ring. Ludwig goes to attack Priest. Priest lays his ass out, and then he spins around to Gunther, who's like, and falls on his ass. Like, he broke Gunther. Anyway. I want to see a rematch of that, because, God, that was fucking great. Anyway, moving on.
We had Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill backstage.
Yeah, Jay tells Tiffy that she didn't need her help last week. And Tiffy's like, I wasn't going to have you limping into our match at SummerSlam. Besides, when I beat you tomorrow, I don't want any excuses. And Jade's like, I promise there won't be... Excuse me. I promise you there won't be any excuses. Remember, I was the first step to Tiffany, to you after WrestleMania. There's no distractions and no cash-ins to worry about. I'm going to finish what I started. Then we get our fourth match tonight. Jimmy Uso with Jacob Fatu versus Tala Tonga with the MFTs.
Which, if I remember correctly, hold on, let me double check.
I believe it starts out with just Tala Tonga and Solo Sikoa out there. And if I remember correctly,
This
Jimmy...
is our
main event.
Main event?
Yes, main event match.
Yeah.
And if I remember correct, I mean, Jimmy puts up a pretty decent fight, actually. Like, it's not a complete mollywhopping.
Well, no, it doesn't even turn into a match.
It doesn't?
No. Because they all jump in the ring as the cage is coming down.
It's a match. The bell rings. I was gonna say, like, what are you talking? No, the bell rings. There is a match. I don't know if it gets a winner or not. Let me see.
That's right. I don't think we got a good clear winner out of that match.
I thought they came down as it was.
No. The bell rings. There is a match. Let me see here.
It didn't last long.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty decently long match. Like, they were going back and forth. Jimmy was putting his work in, but he goes for the Uso splash off the top.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking after.
Yeah, you're thinking after. And then this long-armed ass motherfucker just reaches up, grabs him by the throat, mid-splash, which we're not going to worry about how that doesn't make sense. Picks him up, choke slams him, and wins via pinfall. Then after the match, Solo calls for the MFTs to come and gang up on Jimmy. He tells the production team to lower the steel cage, which I don't know how he has that kind of power, but we don't question things. But Jacob, I need
Jacob at the last second.
I need to accentuate this. I need to accentuate this part. Jacob comes in, he runs in last second under the steel cage. Mind you, there are 4 grown men in this ring. You have Tala Tonga, you have JC Mateo, you have Tama Tonga,
Yeah, whatever.
The tall one, the tall guy, and then you have Solo Sikoa. And Solo Sikoa is hiding behind all 3 of these other big ass motherfuckers, and like in his way of taking
out of the door, like shuts it.
Yeah,
and leaves him in there with the other 3.
The other 2, I think. I don't think Tala Tonga's in there. Cause Jake. Yeah, the cage is fully lowered. Solo retreats through the door. That's right. And then Jacob just lays out JC Mateo and Tonga Loa. I mean, he super kick. You get a face full of steel.
Yeah, I mean,
double moonsault.
And Solo, I think he's on the entrance ramp pooping himself.
I think so. Yes.
He's like, holy crap, it's weak.
Honestly, I can't even blame the man.
You just took out my 2 biggest guys.
Well, you still got the biggest guy, but even still, it was not even close. Anyway, Kathy has a backstage interview with Charlotte and Miss Bliss. Charlotte's like, I didn't have tagging with Miss Bliss on my 2025 bingo card. We're both so different, but here's the thing. She's had my back. I respect her, even if she's super annoying. And Miss Bliss is like, that's just her version of a compliment. She says that Charlotte hasn't been that bad. She's been there for her when she needs her. And Charlotte's like, we're not friends just yet. Why don't we wait until we capture the Women's Tag Team Championship before attaching any labels?
And here's the thing that it doesn't bring up. Kathy Kelly, Bliss looks at Kelly and thinks, she doesn't like the F word. And it was really funny because the look on Charlotte's face was like, Yeah, okay.
And then we get to the main event.
AKA
Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre come out. Logan says, "Shut up, green shirt guy. You are the worst one of them all. How dare you? How dare all of you? How you have the two of the best wrestlers in the industry. We're here to defend this place from outsiders. Blah 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 blah."
You lost me with the blogs.
Yeah, because that's exactly what he says. He said, "Look, Jelly Roll is not a wrestler. We're gonna beat his ass." That's pretty much what he says. Then Drew says, "Randy, whatever happens to Smelly Hole tomorrow is on you. Just because he asked you for the match, you didn't have to give it to him. You want to be BFFs? You want free concert tickets? Is he fangirling over the guy? I don't know. Doesn't matter. The match is happening. What's that song Jelly Roll's got? He only talks to who he needs a favor."
When he needs a favor.
Yeah. Logan says, "I think it's Weight Watchers." And Drew's like, "Yeah, but you only talk to God when you need a favor. However selfish of you. Well, I got God on speed dial, and when Drew McIntyre prays, bad things happen." I mean, they just don't shut the fuck up. Thankfully, Jelly Roll and Randy Orton come out there, and they make them shut the fuck up.
And Nick Aldis comes out there, and he's trying to keep them separated.
Yeah. But all hell's breaking loose. Orton clears the ring, and then him and Jelly are left in there with multiple security guards. Orton dishes out 2 RKOs. Jelly chokeslams another guard. And then they stand tall in the ring. I mean, yeah, there's that, I guess. Alright, I forgot. I was dumb because I didn't realize that. I swear we went over this already, but we didn't.
No.
Anyway, so on to not SmackDown, on to SummerSlam. Honestly, I'm gonna say this:
SummerSlam was awesome.
I went into SummerSlam with zero, zilch, nada, none, not a single expectation because of the train wreck that was WrestleMania. I was expecting nothing. I was expecting to just sit there and the whole time. That's it. That's what I was expecting. And I was pleasantly surprised the entire time. It was great.
And everybody's bragging about it, actually.
Yeah. So, we get to our first match of the night. Roman Reigns, Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. Once again, I was expecting this to be a one-sided smash fest to puff up Roman Reigns' ego, but it wasn't. In fact, Roman Reigns kind of got beat up. I'm not going to say he got his ass whooped, but he got his ass whooped. And
I mean, they definitely didn't make him look. They made him look good, but they didn't make him look over good.
They didn't make him look like Superman.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But what really surprised me...
Okay, hold on, wait. Before we go down this road, real quick. They made him look like old school Superman, not new school Superman.
No. Not Justice League Superman.
Yeah, not Justice League Superman. They made him look like James Gunn Superman.
Yeah. Which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing, because even he went, "Oh crap, I need help."
Yeah.
as he's laying there on the snow.
Crypto! Ow! Fuck!
Anyway, yeah, he realized that maybe he needs a little more help than what.
Yeah. But they start off in a big old brawl, and they are going back and forth all across the ring. I mean, they're spearing each other through barricades and shit. Actually, I know there is a spear through a barricade at some point. Where is it?
Superman punch.
That's right. Because Braun Breaker is going for the runaround spear, the turnaround, what the fuck does he call it? The wraparound spear. Roman hits him with a Superman punch, and then he spears Breaker through the barricade this time. A little payback for Monday? Yeah?
Yeah, I think it was.
Reed rolls Jay back into the ring. He goes up to top turnbuckle and he goes to the tsunami, but Reigns counters with a Superman punch, hits him with a double Irish whip. Reigns and Jay hit the 1D for a 2 count as Breaker comes in to break it up. He gets into a ground and pound attack. And then, in a shocking turn of events, Braun Breaker is going to spear Jimmy Uso out of his boots. And Roman Reigns pushes him out of the way, biting the bullet for his cousin, which allows Jimmy to get the upper hand, land a super kick, and then he hits him with the spear and an Uso splash to pick up the victory.
Which you had said that you were legit with that.
Yeah, like I believe that. I can tell you this. If you told me even a week ago that Roman Reigns put himself in harm's way so that Jimmy Uso could win the match, I'd be like, ha, yeah, right.
I think I would have had to agree with you.
Exactly.
Okay, if you haven't watched it long enough, I know a lot of people were on this whole tribal chief bandwagon. We ain't. We ain't on that bandwagon.
No.
Yeah.
But if he keeps up like this, and I know he's leaving again, spoiler alert, I guess. But if this is how he is when he returns for like the umpteenth time, I might be okay with it.
If he keeps, holy crap!
I had to have one of each flavor.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because that's like 6, isn't it?
Yeah. One of each flavor.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Wow.
But yeah, great match, genuinely.
I'm not worried about who was in the house because
No, I don't care. We get to the second match of the night, the Judgment Day, Roxanne and Raquel versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. That's right, Miss Bliss.
And you know what? This was by far better than I expected.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not going to say I expected it. I was not going to say I expected it to be bad, but I didn't expect it to be as good as it was.
I agree. Hang on. Where is it, though? Because there's the key moment in this match.
Well, isn't that later on?
It is. But it's a great match.
I just think this match was
phenomenal.
There was a lot of back and forth, especially starting.
Oh, yes.
Like, they tried to keep
on their toes.
Yeah, like both teams are showing off surprising. Well, not surprising.
They tried to keep Bliss away from Charlotte.
Yes, because it's always the thing in tag team matches. You know, the baby faces are getting beat down, and then they finally make that tag into the fresh competitor, and they go.
I didn't realize
what
Bliss and Perez,
yeah,
Roxanne Perez, since I can say her first name, are actually almost the same size, and they barely go over the top rope.
Yep.
Like, they barely hit over the top rope.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When you have Charlotte and
Roxanne,
Raquel,
yeah,
who are, like, towering over.
Yeah, that's why it's such a good matchup. But anyway, this is where I thought it was going to go terribly, terribly wrong. Because Miss Bliss, I believe it's Raquel. Where is it?
No,
it's Rodriguez talking smack to Charlotte, and then Bliss comes in to try to punch Roxanne or Raquel, and she inadvertently socks Charlotte upside the jaw.
She does. Raquel pulls her, or
no? I think Raquel just ducks out of the way.
No, she pulled.
Oh, she pulls Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
or she pulls Roxanne out of the way. Or hold on, where are you at? Let's see.
Well, it just says that.
Because if you look at the video, you can see her pulling her out of the way.
Well, either way, Perez then attacks Bliss from behind. They get into it a bit more, but it ends with
well, here's the thing. Bliss drags Charlotte, basically lifeless body.
Yeah.
Across the ring, tags her in.
Yeah, tags herself in, and it ends up.
Charlotte's outside. Bliss is attacking for a little bit.
Yeah.
She starts ready to get her and Sister Abigail.
And then you see
Charlotte stands up in their corner,
and she has this death glare, and
she's like, "I got you," and she says something along those lines. Like you can barely make out what she said.
But in that split second,
Bliss looked terrified.
I was terrified because I was like, "Oh shit." We're about to get heel Charlotte again. Because I thought for sure she was going to come in there and kick Alexa's head off her shoulders. But instead, she comes in, she kicks Rodriguez, who's coming in to try to break it up. Alexa hits the Sister Abigail. Hi, thank you. You're awesome. Anyway, Miss Bliss hits the Sister Abigail, and she picks up the victory to become the new women's tag team champions. And it's great.
And I think the point that needs to be said in this is Charlotte pulled her in for like a 1 second hug.
Yeah.
She pulled Bliss in for like 1 second. It's like she's like, hey, we're done. And then the scene everybody's talking about. We got the Bliss pose.
I don't know what you're referring to. Oh.
Her holding the title on the side of her head, back of her head, like that. Saying on the. It's her championship pose.
Yeah.
She's always used it.
But phenomenal match.
It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Then we get Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, and this was
another good match.
It was okay. I'm not going to say it was good. I'm going to say it was good, but it was not the best match.
No, it was.
It was about what I expected.
Yeah, it was. It was
here's
good, but
the
that was
problem
bad.
I have, and I don't know if I put it on the Discord, so I'm bringing it up now. A lot of people are upset because they feel like it was Cross's goodbye.
Yeah.
And if that is, I know WWE is not going to hear this, but I'm gonna say it now. They're going to have another truth thing on their hands.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Cross is very popular.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, didn't you say that his shirts were like the number one most selling, at least for a while?
Yeah. Well, now Hogan is kind of taking a spot, but do you blame that?
No, for obvious reasons. But, I mean...
Exactly.
I mean, it was a solid match. There's not really anything to write home about aside from the obvious steel pipe incident. I mean, Karrion comes in with a steel pipe, tries to use it.
Well,
Zayn ducks underneath. Yeah. Zayn ducks it, hits him in the face, kicks him in the face, and then Charlotte hands Zayn the pipe. What?
Scarlett.
What did I say?
Charlotte.
Oh. Potato. Scarlett hands Zayn the pipe and says, use it. Use it. And he's like, no, fuck you. He tosses it outside, and he hits him,
with a hula kick. And fights for a few seconds and hits him with a hula kick.
And then wins the match, just the good old Sammy way, I guess.
Yeah.
But that was really about it.
And then I will say this one. Nick Hogan is sitting in the front row. Hulk Hogan's son. And that's about all I'm going to say of it.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was kind of cool.
But here's this next match I'm torn about. We have Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. And don't get me wrong, it was a great match. I loved it. I had no problems with how it ended, aside from the fact that I felt like it was too short. I had no problem with Tiffany winning. I just feel like she won too easily. Not that I don't think she couldn't have won.
Hold on. Let's back this up a sec. Back. I think she did enough. I'm not going to say it looked like picture perfect, but I believe that she beat her.
I believe it. I just feel like it.
Unlike the Jay Gunther.
Oh well, yeah, no, I'm not saying that at all. I believe that she beat Jade Cargill. It was, like I said, great match. I have no problems with it, other than I feel like it could have been better. And the only reason I say that is because of how good all the other matches we got were. This was by no means a bad match. It was a great match. Because we even said it, at least I did, as the match ended. Like, it felt like the match was just abruptly cut. Maybe that was just me. I feel like, especially with everything we've seen Jade go through, I feel like it should have been more of a struggle.
I think and this is something a lot of people have said that, and I don't think I posted it because I don't try to post too much hating BS, but a lot of them are saying that Tiffy just showed how bad Jade is.
I don't agree with that.
And that WWE is giving up on Jade and going to push Tiffy. Now, I do think that they're going to push Tiffy. I mean, that's obvious.
Yeah, I mean, she's been undefeated in 2025 so far. She's been the women's champion for...
Which we actually have on the Discord, 14-0 in 2025. She has not lost a match yet this year.
Huh. And actually, that's not a bad track record. In 8 months, 14 matches? That's pretty good.
So, I mean, I'm not going to say Tiffy is one of the best, but she is definitely
getting there.
Top tier. You know, like I said, I do think there is probably 3 or 4
but here's the thing.
above her, but they're right now she got one of the same brand, one's in a tag team.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to say this. I feel like...
And 2 are separate brands, so...
I genuinely think that if, say, Tiffany and Vicky or Tiffany and Stephanie or Tiffany and Julia went in a match together, I would put my money on Stephanie and Julia, but I would not at all be surprised if Tiffany managed to pull it out. If that makes sense?
And here, I agree with that. And here's what I'm saying, because I think WWE has put their money on Tiffany. And I don't know if that's a bad thing.
No, I think she absolutely deserves it. I think she absolutely has the talent.
I don't know if I like heel Tiffy or face Tiffy better, but I do know which one I like more. And we only got like maybe 2 weeks of it.
Yeah, the just in between.
Middle card.
Yeah.
The middle card. And that's the thing, is I feel like they don't do that anymore. I feel like they can't just let somebody ride that middle card.
You know, and like I said, I feel like Tiffy comes in there and panders the crowd, but yet when that like transition period, she had like maybe 2 weeks to where she's like, yeah, y'all know who I am, and I'm the greatest, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So you can all stop cheering now because I already know. Yeah. That whole like attitude.
And here's the thing, maybe it's just me.
I liked that attitude.
I agree. I feel like it's such a hard balance to strike.
It's a hard road.
And she was doing it great. And then they were like, no.
I mean, very few have pulled it off.
No.
I mean, Taker made a career out of doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, 90% of his career was that middle road.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is when you're just a big, bad motherfucker who's just beating people up, you don't really have to go one way or the other. You can just be like, I'm here to beat you up, and that's pretty much it. You can love me, you can hate me. I'm just going to beat you up.
Stone Cold was the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a babyface for a long, long time, but I think that's more because people just
Liked him?
gravitated towards him.
Yeah.
But I don't think in the ring he ever really cared who was.
Yeah. Like he was just beating you up. Yeah. Absolutely.
So, and I really wish Tippy would go to that. And that's just the three of us. But
then we get to our fifth match of the night for night one. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. And I'm going to say this. I was pleasantly surprised. This was way better than I was expecting.
I don't think it was bad.
It was not bad. It was not good. But it's better than what I expected.
Okay. I'm not going to say Jelly Roll impressed me. I mean, I think he did better than some.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
I don't think
he definitely did not look like a wrestler.
No.
We'll leave it at that.
And like I've said time and time again, if he does, and I don't think he does.
No.
If he was planning to do this full time, if this was his new career path.
And don't take this wrong, but a.k.a. Logan Paul.
Yes. Unfortunately.
I mean, he's still doing all of his other stuff, but yet he's still 90% here.
Yeah.
Or I'm even going to go down this road, and it might be really bad, and it might upset you, but you do have to agree with it. He's even there more than Roman Reigns, who's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's just factually right, yes.
A professional wrestler, but Logan Paul, love him or hate him, which we hate him.
And if you love him, then you're fucking stupid. Anyway.
He is there more than Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I gotta give him his props with that.
Oh, yeah. But, like I said, if this was Jelly Roll's new career path, if this is what he was doing with his life, sure. I don't agree with people just getting into WWE because they're famous and then becoming wrestlers. I don't want Logan Paul here. I wouldn't want Jelly Roll here. But if this was his new career path, I'd accept it. However, it's not. He's probably never going to step foot in the ring again. So, what was all of this, ladies and gentlemen? A big fat waste of fucking time! Woo!
AKA fluff.
Yeah.
Because now...
Filler content. That's
now they at least for the moment had Jelly Roll fans at least watching it if they didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Just to see him in there.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah.
And maybe by some chance, even a third of them are like, hey, this isn't bad, which they get the more.
Yeah, I know why it's done. I still don't like it.
Anyway. You don't have to like it. Just have to accept it.
But I mean, yeah, Jelly Roll gets...
Unfortunately...
That's just how it works.
Unfortunately, when you get in there, you might be tag teaming with Mr. Beast.
No. They will... I will quit. I will legitimately go... I will go to TNA. I do not... No. Absolutely not.
And I say Mr. Beast because or Markiplier.
But fuck yes! I bet. That I'm okay with, because I'm a fanboy, but that's besides the point. Anyway.
Or even Greg.
I don't think his pain tolerance translates to real life. Anyway, Jelly Roll gets his ass whooped. He gets like taken out, set onto the ring.
Wait. So you're saying that you think Markiplier's pain tolerance would have translated over?
That's like his whole thing. His audience regularly calls him a masochist. So yes.
He'd probably be the one crucifying himself.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, yeah, or Jelly Roll gets taken out onto the announce table, and Logan Paul...
Oh, this is it!
What?
Go ahead.
And Logan Paul fucking splashes some prime on himself like a dipshit and does a dive and takes him out to the announce table. And I swear, the look in his face, I so thought he broke his dick, and I was so happy for a second. But unfortunately, I don't think that happened.
What?
When Logan Paul landed on the announce table, he was like, and I was like, God, I hope he broke his dick. I said that.
I don't remember.
I said that.
Yep.
I said that as it happened.
Yep.
I was like, God, I hope he broke his dick.
I do.
I hope he broke his dick. He didn't, unfortunately. Which means he can probably have more offspring.
Which is terrifying.
It's sad.
Anyway.
Then Jelly Roll gets... Well, they try to take him out, like medical staff or whatever. Then he sees Randy Orton.
I even said it. I'm like, they ain't got him away from ringside yet.
And then Randy Orton is like getting his ass whooped in the ring. So Jelly Roll's like, nah, I got this. And he goes back in. And he does all right for a little bit, but then he gets his fucking head kicked off with a Claymore, I think. Isn't that how it goes?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he might.
Oh, no, he doesn't get hit with a Claymore. He gets hit with, but Orton connects. Oh, yeah, he does get hit with the Claymore. Then Orton hits him with an RKO. Paul drives Orton into the ring post, and then he plants Jelly with a frog splash to pick up the victory.
Well, Jelly hits a black hole slam, too.
Yes.
Which is what I was getting at.
Yeah, everybody's using it now. But, so Drew and Logan win. Nobody cares. Then, we get to one of the best matches of the night.
I agree.
The
Until
sixth...
it wasn't. Or after the match it wasn't.
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
But the sixth match of the night, our main event, Gunther versus CM Punk for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And this was great. This is honestly exactly what it needed to be.
It was. It was 100%.
CM Punk getting his fucking ass kicked. And I say that with all due respect. He got his ass kicked the entire match. The entire match he was getting his ass whooped.
I agree.
Yeah.
And this, I think, is what we needed to see.
Yep. Is Gunther getting bloody like he...
Well, we ain't quite got there yet, but... I think this was the Punk was losing.
Oh yeah, he was.
And I think this came down to Punk just flipping the script for. And here's the thing, Punk had his shots, but they were.
Yeah, like he would get up
minute to 2 minute.
Not even. I'd say like 30. Like he'd get up and he'd get his shots off, and then Gunther would drop him immediately. He was completely overpowered, overwhelmed. I'm gonna say he didn't stand a prayer. The only reason he even managed to scrape by with his life is because Gunther, as always, is playing the mind games. He's shoving, he's kicking, he's talking smack, and he's cocky. He's arrogant. Rightfully so, honestly, considering his ability. But
I mean, there's even a time he goes over time and was like, this proves I'm the best in the world.
Yeah. And he was. The only reason he wasn't that night is because in his ego, in all of his glory and rapture, he goes up and he gets on the announce table and he's telling the crowd, go ahead, chant for CM Punk and, all this. CM Punk comes up, grabs his leg and goes, whoop! And Gunther, boom, face plants into the announce table, and Punk crawls back into the ring, and then you see Gunther stumble out, bloodied and woozy. He stumbles into the ring. Then CM Punk manages to get him up, I believe for the first time. Like, I don't think he'd hit this at all up until this point. He hits him with the go to sleep, and Gunther is still on his feet.
Twice.
Yeah. Gunther's still on his feet, woozy and dazed, but on his feet. So CM Punk's like, all right, let's run it back. Hits him with a second go to sleep, and manages to pin him. 1, 2, 3. And we have a new World Heavyweight Championship.
And here is the point I will make later on Discord again. But I'm going to make this point. Punk was champ for 5 minutes.
Yep.
5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Same as Drew McIntyre.
So he's already talking shit.
Oh, I know. I saw.
Okay. Drew's already talking shit. So, please don't run this back. Please don't run this back. We do not need a rehash of Punk versus Drew.
I genuinely thought Drew was going to come back as a babyface, and I was excited. And yet, he's just still the same jackass. He's honestly even more of a jackass. I didn't know that was possible.
But Punk wins.
And he's celebrating.
And then we technically get
the 7th match.
But it's basically, here's how it starts, is Seth shows up on crutches with his leg brace on, and him and Paul are standing on the stage, and
Paul's like, enjoy it while you can, shouting from the ring.
And Seth is like, yep, and turns around.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Who said?
I don't think we did.
Turns around and stops.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the crutches drop to the floor. And I was like, oh shit. And I said it, and you were like, I hope we're wrong.
I really did, because the fucking.
And then he turns around with the leg brace on, and you see him undoing the leg brace.
Yeah.
He grabs
the briefcase
from Heyman and runs down the ring. Punk is just standing there.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand. I mean, I know he's been beat.
I'm gonna say this. I think he knew. He was obviously fighting back, but I think he knew he was just fucked.
And
there was absolutely nothing.
Roman or blah.
Seth,
yeah, that guy
comes into the ring,
and he hits him 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
Yeah, with the briefcase, twice in the head, and then it just banging it on his back.
Finally, curb stomps him.
Well, no, he cashes in first,
and
then hits him with the curb stomp, and we have a new World Heavyweight Champion, Seth frickin' Rollins.
And then after the match, they all come into the ring as the show goes off the air.
Yeah, they're basically just like, you fucking suck.
And that was the end of night 1, which still was great. But
one night of SummerSlam was better than both nights of WrestleMania by a
And that was both nights were better than one night. Either night. Pick a night. It doesn't matter what night.
Anyway, but we go on to the second night of SummerSlam. I almost said WrestleMania.
We wished.
But we have the first match, Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky in a triple threat match for the WWE Women's World Championship.
I love this. This was so great. And you said you would do it, but yet in the same breath, I knew this wasn't going to fly. And it was funny to watch.
Oh, you mean her trying to run out of the ring?
Naomi, as soon as the bell rings, she under the bottom rope.
Oh, yeah.
And out. She's like, just leaning on the...
Yeah, getting a nice stretch in, warming up.
And she's like, go on. You two fight. You were like, that's a great strategy. And we agree with each other, but yet we also disagree with each other. It might be a great strategy, but here's the problem. If they get pinned and you off playing whatever...
Well, that's why you obviously you know what the fuck is going on in the ring.
But the point I'm making is, those two were not going to go at it. Not for... I mean, they do.
Yeah.
But, even at the end, which I don't know if I posted, which we'll get to, is they're still friends at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, Io and Rhea, I think, are going to wind up becoming a team somewhere down the line.
I can see it.
I mean, I think that's their new thing. Let's have the big girls,
and then the little girl,
and then the little ones be teams, and
yeah.
But
But
this was really good.
Yeah.
Way better than I thought it was going to be. Way better than I expected, as opposed to the triple threat match we got at. Yeah.
it was,
And it wasn't even that it was a bad match. That was probably one of the better matches.
but it was just, it was
this
good.
was still better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all three of them, showing off exactly what makes them who they are. Their skills, their power, their athleticism.
Rhea being just brutality.
Yeah, pure power. Io Sky doing some crazy shit we never seen before. Leaping over the top rope, kicking people through the ring.
Io.
Yeah. And
like I said, and Rhea did it a couple times too during the match. So it was great. I think both of them really play off each other really, really well.
Yep.
Kind of like the Bliss and Charlotte. I think they would be great to maybe turn heel to go against them. I think that would be great.
That could be cool.
They don't even need to turn heel. But I'm saying, I think truly that would be. I would watch that match.
Oh, you mean Miss Bliss and Charlotte versus
Rhea?
That would be a phenomenal match, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I would probably, don't take this wrong, but I would pay to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would too.
But this ends as I think everyone was expecting. Rhea Ripley hits Io Sky with an avalanche riptide and goes for the pin, but Naomi comes in and she rolls Rhea up with a handful of tights to pick up the victory, which isn't even technically cheating because it's no DQ, triple threat, whatever. So,
yeah. But here's what I want to get to. Yes, Naomi won. Naomi walks up the ramp and she's doing all of her little proceed with caution. I told you.
Oh, we didn't. That has nothing to do with the match, but you just reminded me. Naomi comes down to the ring with her father.
Oh yeah,
who's playing the guitar for her entrance, which is really fucking cool.
Like I said, that's a moment that
no one's ever going to be able to take away from them.
Yeah.
But anyway, what were you saying?
I don't know if I posted it, so I'm just going to say it. If I did post it, we'll see the video of it. If I didn't post it, maybe I need to try to find it. But after the match, and I guess we might have been going off. Maybe we did see it, and I just wasn't paying attention because it was after. But I don't think we saw it. Rhea pushes Io to like the apron, picks her up on her shoulders, and carries her out of the ring. And
we definitely didn't see that.
And Io's got this big smile on her face. It was absolutely great. It was so funny because you just see the two of them,
having a good time.
Like they are legit. They are what Bliss and Charlotte are, but not.
Yeah,
like they are actually. They're not saying they're friends, but you can tell they're friends, and they're not afraid to say that they are or are not.
Absolutely. But then we get to the second match of the night. Wyatt 6 versus DIY versus Fraxium versus the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits versus Ray Phoenix and Andrade El Idolo in a TLC match for the WWE Tag Team. Yeah. This was a clusterfuck.
Let's just say that this match was great. It was exactly what you think it was.
An absolute clusterfuck from beginning to end.
I think even I know the refs weren't in the ring because they only really had to call the thing, but they even made the point that the cameraman
had no clue what to do.
All the cameras they had down there couldn't even keep up with. You literally had what? Even to start,
12 guys.
The 12 guys, and it wound up being
15, 16 with the others involved, I think. Something like
I think they said like 18 at one point. Would it have been 16 or would it have been... No, it would have been 16.
Yeah, because the three from the Wyatts and then what's her face with DIY.
Candace.
Yeah.
But yeah, spoiler, they all...
Too many people.
Because who actually gets involved first? Isn't it Candace?
It was a clusterfuck I couldn't even begin to recall.
Well, I want to bring up the point because, Candace appears at ringside.
Oh, BFAB gets in there
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
right.
So yeah, 17. way too many people for a traditional match is all I'm gonna say.
But
Way
Candace
too many
shows up. BFAB gets in the way. LeRae trying to climb the ladder. Cross shows up, kicks
Yeah.
her off the ladder,
It was,
and then Gargano is telling Candace, "Go, climb
Yeah.
up the ladder."
and then
And then
I
they're
think
trying to protect her on the ladder.
but then I think it is
Angelo.
Yeah, Angelo Dawkins, who I think he kicks one of the members of
He
DIY.
kicks not Gargano, Ciampa.
Ciampa, who then I think
He
maybe
falls back into Gargano, then Gargano pushes the
the
ladder.
ladder, and she goes off the top of the ladder out onto the outside through another ladder. And I genuinely thought she broke her leg or something, because it looked like she could have broken her
Well,
leg.
they're not saying anything. But
It was a nasty.
When they showed it,
It looked like
cut real quick. Like they didn't show her again.
Yeah, it looked like a really nasty fall.
But they're not. I didn't find anything on Discord if she was okay or not okay.
Yeah. I'm hoping
I
she's
didn't
okay.
find one either or.
I hope she's okay, but it looked pretty nasty. But great match.
And
way
then
too
Rowan,
much. Yeah, Rowan gets involved.
And basically that's how they retained.
Yeah.
Is Rowan kind of just takes everybody out while the other two get up there. And
Yeah. Well, Rowan, I'm pretty sure Rowan gets taken out by.
But I'm saying he's pretty much taken out the crowd by that.
Yeah. Point. Like I said, great match. Way too much going on. It was complete.
I'm going to say this. You need to watch the match.
Mm-hmm. But
go back, watch the match, whatever.
The Wyatts retain. Then we get to the third match. Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria in a no DQ match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
And this was great.
Until it wasn't.
But I kind of called it. We all knew. But
because Becky,
it was great back and forth.
Becky has Lyra wrapped up in a steel chair with a crowbar.
Wait, no, back up. She does the zip tie.
Yes. And
even the announcer saw, and because I was like, "Oh, she got free," and the announcer's like, "Oh, she's free." They botched it completely. I don't know what all transpired in that. But at one point, Becky zip ties her hands, Lyra's hands, and starts doing moves on her. And Lyra goes like this to catch herself. And I even said you can tell they're not that tight. Because she's holding her hands like this.
Yeah.
To show the tightness. But her hands are not locked very tight.
Yeah.
And she even slips her hands out at one point to grab herself off the floor. And the announcer's like, "Oh, she's free."
Nope.
And then she slides her hand back in and "Oh, no, never mind." And "Oh, no, we all saw. We all saw that. If they wouldn't have said anything, I might have.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I didn't.
But then she uses a fire extinguisher to cut herself free.
No, she didn't use a fire extinguisher.
She did.
Not to cut herself free.
We don't know what she cut herself free with. Because she was under the ring, and she came out free, and...
I swear she used a fire extinguisher.
She used a fire extinguisher. She sprayed it with a fire extinguisher. And she tried to cut it with the fire extinguisher, but Becky attacked her again.
It doesn't say. It just says she frees herself. Anyway.
She was under the ring and freed herself.
Anyway, yeah, but Becky gets her wrapped up in a steel chair, and she has a crowbar, and she's about to start waylaying her when, who could have seen it, Bayley comes out.
Grabs the crowbar, and Becky starts do it.
Yeah.
Hit her. You know you want to hit her.
Yeah.
And Bayley's no. And she boom, throws it down.
Yeah, and then she starts fighting with Becky. and they go at it for a bit more.
And then, lo and behold, Valkyria's freed herself from the chair.
Yeah.
And
But then
Bailey accidentally hits
Valkyria with a forearm smash from the ring apron. Then Becky plants her with a manhandle slam, picks up the victory, retaining her title, and now Lyra Valkyria can never again challenge for the IC title as long as Becky holds it.
Which, like I said, now it's going to be Bailey, probably Clash in Paris.
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then we get on to... Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match.
Another match! Great until it wasn't.
For the WWE United States Championship. And I'll give Solo some props. He was whooping Jacob for a decent while there, and then Jacob said, "Okay, I'm done now," and proceeded to whoop his fucking ass. Repeatedly. For like 10 minutes. Until eventually, the other assholes come down there. Tamatanga, Jason Mateo, they're all in there. I'm pretty sure they all get into the steel cage somehow. Oh, that's right. Jimmy Uso comes up. He super kicks Tongaloa and Jason Mateo. Tala hits him with a big boot. He slams Jimmy face first into the steel. He launches Jimmy over the Spanish announce table. And then Fatu pulls Solo away from the steel cage door. Fatu tries to get it locked, but Solo hits him with the Samoan spike for a 2 count. Solo starts climbing up the cage, but Jacob stops him. He drags him back in. He headbutts him in the face. He slams his head into the steel. Then Tongaloa enters the cage. Fatu is bashing his skull against his Tala. And then Tala handcuffs Fatu to the top of the cage. Mateo unlocks the cage door. And Fatu, up at the top, handcuffed to the top, just like, rips it off, gets down, smashes the door into JC Mateo, and is trying to hold it shut. Then Talatonga comes up, kicks the cage into both their faces, and basically drags Solo out, letting him win, retain the title. And then after the match, Jimmy super kicks Mateo. He drives him into the steel. And then, I remember this vividly. Solo Sikoa runs away like a little bitch, leaving his family, his MFTs, Jason Mateo, and Tongaloa inside, locked inside of a steel cage with a rabid animal. And they get their asses reamed for it.
I told you, this is leading up to Survivor Series. We're going to get the new bloodline again, whatever we're going to call it this time, considering he's wearing the Ulafala, versus the MFTs. So, it's going to happen.
Then we get what was honestly a surprisingly good match.
I liked that this match went back to Ray and Eddie.
Yeah.
Because Dom came out in his dad's ring gear from, did they say what year?
I don't think so. From way back when.
And
AJ comes out in Eddie's gear with
the lowrider, the bouncing lowrider with his son in the car.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
But yeah, they're going at it, and honestly, this is a really good match. Like, I'm not even gonna say that. Like,
well,
Dom
it was Dom's. Actually, AJ started, and it was great because AJ put the chair over his head and like dropped to the floor.
Yeah, where is it?
Where is that? Because he did, because everyone was like, he just did the Eddie.
Yeah, Mysterio tries to do the Eddie Guerrero, but Styles grabs it and wraps it around his neck. So then the referee turns around and he's just like, what the fuck just happened?
And Styles pushes the chair out.
Yeah.
It was great.
But then Styles hits him with a step up in Zagiri. Mysterio drops Styles crotch first on the top rope. He kicks the middle rope into the nether regions of Mysterio. Mysterio gets him with a throat thrust, and then Styles reapplies the calf crusher. And he accidentally removes
No.
Yeah, hang on. He accidentally yanks off Dominic Mysterio.
Wrong.
I'm getting to that.
You've seen Dom unzip.
You see it in a replay.
Yeah.
Yes. Dom unzips his boot.
The old Eddie trick.
Yes. And AJ goes for the calf crusher and ends up yanking off his boot. Mysterio then clocks him with said boot and connects with a frog splash to pick up the victory. So Dominic...
They were both paying homage to Eddie, and it was absolutely beautiful.
It was great. It was absolutely beautiful.
Like, I'm not going to say I was disappointed. I loved that it was a throwback to Eddie.
Absolutely agree. Then we get to John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
We have Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, yeah. She announces that there was 113,722 combined attendees for this year's SummerSlam, making it the largest attended SummerSlam in history.
For 2 nights.
Yeah.
But then, before we go down this road, and I have it on the Discord too, I'm 99% sure it's on the Discord. This was the Mania match that we should have got.
Absolutely.
This was 100% exactly what we needed, wanted, desired for Mania, and WWE went.
Yeah. This match was great. I mean, it was a street fight. They were using chairs, they were using tables, they were using ladders, they were using everything under the sun.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they both of them hit each other with their finishers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, 10 times. I mean, at one point, Cody Rhodes hits John Cena with the crossroads 3 times in a row. Cena still kicks out. John Cena hits him with an AA. He kicks out. So he hits him with an avalanche AA off the second rope. Cody still kicks out. At one point, they're fighting all around, like out into the crowd, all around the arena. They even go under the ring, and then you see them come up on the elevator on the stage with John Cena holding Cody Rhodes over his shoulders. He then AAs him onto the ramp and has to pick him up and carry him down to the ring apron as dead weight. I mean, they get in there. Cody undoes the bottom turnbuckle from the ring, like snapping the ropes off, and bludgeons Cena in the head with the turnbuckle like 3 separate times. Cena still kicks.
You know what we forgot?
What?
We had face John Cena.
Yeah.
I mean, he came down all the bells, whistles.
Yeah, the running, the throwing the hat, the lights, the pyro. Yeah.
Not pyros, but the pandering to the crowd.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards.
The Titantron, not just John Cena with black. But yeah, now we can go back. I just wanted to make that clear.
But yeah.
Because we are actually getting face John Cena.
Yeah. But what's telling, Cody grabs the WWE Championship. He goes for the belt shot. Cena counters with 2 attitude adjustments. He tossed the championship to the outside, delivers the avalanche attitude for a 2 count.
Well, I think, too, is you got to remember that Cody was using anything he could find.
Yeah, I even talked about him using the bottom turnbuckle.
Yeah, I mean, he legit, and John was like, oh,
yep.
Not going to do it.
Mm-hmm. So then Cena pulls out another table from under the ring. He puts Cody up on the top turnbuckle. Rhodes denies the attitude adjustment. He nails Cena with a super Cody cutter through the table. He gives him a salute, and then he plants him with the crossroads to pick up the victory.
Well, did you bring up that the bottom rope broke?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, hitting him with the bottom turnbuckle.
Yeah.
So, Cody Rhodes is our new WWE champion. But that doesn't matter. That is not what anybody was talking about.
Nope.
What everybody was talking about was what happened after the match.
Cody walks up and actually what happened after the match, immediately after the match, is they hug and Cody's like, thank you for giving me this match.
Yeah.
You know. And he kind of like gives him the vow, like, take your moment.
Yeah.
This is your last SummerSlam. Take your moment.
Yeah.
And Cody leaves, walks up the ramp, and John Cena's in there, and he's, getting the crowd wound up,
And then
the music hits.
I want to say, I was in my room at this point. I thought we were done. I was in my room doing whatever. I hear the music hit, and I immediately bolt out here. Because I know who that is. The Beast, Brock Lesnar, returns. And everybody's losing their mind. Michael Cole is flipping his
Which
shit.
I do have the video of Michael Cole's reaction.
Yeah, and Wade Barrett's.
And Wade Barrett. Yeah, Wade Barrett was trying to keep us cool. Michael, I think they muted Michael.
I think Michael was gone.
But I do have the video of that, and they do have the captions, so we don't have to actually have the volume on. If you want to watch it, we'll just play through the captions of it.
But he comes up, he stalks his way down to the ring, he takes his jacket off, he takes his hat off, he runs in. Cena tries to fight back, but he's just been through hell. So it's really as simple as
an F5.
Up on the shoulders, F5, and Cena's laid out. And then Brock just walks away. And that's pretty much it. I mean, Cena gets back up after he's, walking out to the crowd. He tells him to turn off his music.
Yeah, and that was the cool thing. Like, they start playing John Cena's music, he's like, cut. I want to hear them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the crowd started with a thank you, Cena.
Yep.
Thank you, Cena. So,
But that is how we end night 2 of SummerSlam. Now we're going to go over to Discord. There's quite a bit to go through.
We do have 3 nights.
Yeah, we're going to try to go through it relatively quickly, but not rush through it. Chef Stephanie and Bailey.
I thought that was a cool picture.
Yeah.
Like, again, that's just, these guys are friends.
I do have this up. Oh, not the abyss. Yes, here we go. If I go,
And this, I don't even know if you really need the volume.
No, not really. If it, hang on, that's. Fair enough.
Here's my thing. I think the only way Naomi walks out, the champ, is by cheating.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, this blew everybody's
Well,
mind.
look at the caption.
Still speechless as to what the fuck just happened.
And I think that was everybody's reaction.
Does this mean we might actually get Gunther versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42? Maybe?
I would not mind that.
I would not either. That would be a good fight. Although, it would
Brock is getting up there. Like, they're talking about this might be
his final run,
his
yeah.
final run.
But I was more talking like, Brock is not, at least from what I remember, and I could be wrong, Brock's not really a technical wrestler. He's more of, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to toss you around like a rag doll.
But here's the interesting fact. Gunther's technical.
Yeah.
But nobody's tossed Gunther. Like, I mean, they have, but not like Brock
can
toss somebody.
Yeah. So I think that'll be interesting.
Brock is pure power incarnate.
Yeah.
Gunther is power and technical.
Yeah, and
Yes.
skill. So I think that'll be a really interesting fight.
Oh yeah.
Charlotte Flair says right now is the happiest she's ever been in her career teaming with Alexa. I mean, yeah, because that's the thing, you know. I know you go in there, you know, like, oh, I'm the heel. I'm going to be hated. But I feel like doing that for so long, even though you know it's like your job, you're playing the bad guy, it's got to eat away at you.
And like I said, there's something I posted, and I don't know where it's at, because I tried to show you guys before.
Karrion Kross reacts to fans chanting, "We want Kross" during Triple H's appearance on the WWE Slam post. So, I heard you loud and clear. Yeah, in my face. I just want to say this. TKO clearly cares a lot about their sponsors and advertisers. They literally fired Vince McMahon just hours after Slim Jim pulled its sponsorship. So if WWE has brought back Brock Lesnar, it's clear he's been cleared and found not guilty.
Which again, like I said, I posted later, so we're just gonna run through that real quick.
Yeah. 2 bangers and a classic, 2 big PLEs in the same year, women's wrestling. I don't know about that one.
That was probably the best match of me.
It definitely was. It was a good.
Clearly, the SummerSlam match.
It blew it away.
Better.
What year are we in? What the fuck? This is all we ever needed. You know, this is good shit.
I love this.
Bronson Reed is now calling himself the Tribal Thief and referring to Roman Reigns' sneakers around his neck as the Shulafala.
I hope this is real because this would be so funny. Him to actually have that, like, the moniker, like, under his name.
I hope
the Tribal Thief. And have him, like, on the thing. This needs
to become the new running gag. Whenever he beats somebody up, he steals their shit. I don't care if it's a shirt. I don't care if it's their shoes. I don't care if it's their headband. I don't care if it's their watch. It is his now. He beats you up. He is taking your shit.
He is the WWE Devo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He is the Tribal Thief. I hope he runs with this because that's so fucking funny. This is like a whole thing, so I'm gonna have to pull this up. Yeah. Triple H says he's not thrilled about bogus medical reports surrounding Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. And he comes out, goes through none of it, and takes the World Heavyweight Championship. My hat's off to Seth Rollins. That's a smart way to do business. Not thrilled about bogus medical reports, but we'll deal with that down the line. I agree. Like I said, that's really the only problem I had with this whole thing.
But here's my thing with it. I put this on. But you don't think Triple H knew.
Oh, he obviously knew.
Come on.
But
I love that they're bringing it into the story.
Yeah, agreed.
Like Triple H going, no, I was given false reports too. So I'm a little mad right now.
Yeah, okay, buddy, sure.
When I'm sure he was the one going, hey, wouldn't this be great?
Yeah. Randy Orton has now overtaken The Undertaker for the most SummerSlam appearances with 17. Cool. I could totally see this a Clash in Paris. Although, I'm very curious to see if he's going to try to... I mean, he's obviously going to try to take the world title back, but I'm curious to see how he gets there. Or maybe he doesn't. Honestly, I could see him just going out fighting for the sake of it, if that makes sense.
I think that's what he's doing, and you might be right what you said last night. Maybe in his final match, he does get that one more title run.
Yeah, the 18.
The 18, and I think what needs to happen is he beats Cody in the ring again, fair. But at the end of it, he can't give it to Cody. But I think he's like, I owe this to you guys. And sets the title in the middle of the ring. Yeah. And it's like, walks out.
I agree. So, Charlotte, are you ready to admit I was right?
Well, go back up. Hold on.
Oh, this is tell a fucking story. That's how you do it. Take a damn. Absolutely, this was phenomenal.
This was, again, like I said, this was what Mania should have been.
Yeah. I swear, man, if WWE didn't re-sign Cross and let him go, this should be one of the worst decisions in wrestling history. Cross is reaching his peak. The fans are behind him and chanting for him. It would be such an abrupt end. Hope they re-sign him. Oh. Alexa Bliss says Chelsea Green would be the perfect fit to bring Lily to life.
I don't know. I still like the idea of Chelsea doing it.
That's what she says.
Oh, well, there's one she talks about Charlotte, too.
Oh. Since Rollins is our current world champion, that means Braun and Bronson go after the tag titles and win. Who the fuck are the Judgment Day, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, Judgment Day is fucked. They don't stand a prayer. They don't. I don't care. You could have the entire Judgment Day down there. You could have the two of them. You could have Dominic out there. You could have Raquel and Rodriguez. It does not matter. They don't stand a prayer. Anyway. They did exactly that. We can't forget WrestleMania. We can forget WrestleMania ever happened. No interference, just pure wrestling and unbelievable spots. Match of the year so far, and exactly what we needed.
Again, like I said, 100% agree. And you can go ahead and skip that. We can talk about it, but I do have...
Seth Rollins was apparently walking around on crutches with his daughter to sell the knee injury. I don't know whether to respect this or hate this.
I was kind of on the fence with it too. I'm like, what came to my mind is this motherfucker.
Yeah, this motherfucker right here had the audacity.
That was my thought, and it wasn't. That was the only thought. I was like, the audacity of this.
This motherfucker.
Because and I know it's all scripted. I'm sure, but here's my thing. She 3, 4,
like that,
maybe. Yeah. She doesn't know Daddy's not really hurt, that Daddy has to pretend to be hurt for the job. So her brain is processing, oh, I can fake an injury. That's how my brain took it. But
yeah. I'm sure he's explained it.
Hold on, go back up. She's got her daughter.
Oh, that's
Anti-Charlotte. I like that. I thought that was cute. And that's a video. But it's just them walking. Yeah. You really can't hear what they're talking about.
Tiffany Stratton is undefeated in 2025. 14-0.
This is what we were talking about.
I want to point something out. It's just now going into August, so 8 months. That's almost 2 matches a month. Which might not sound like a lot, but that's a lot. That's honestly might be more than like 90% of most superstars.
At least most champions.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
But here's the thing. This, again, is something I want to bring up. Four years.
Oh, yeah. She did this in just 4 years. She's crazy.
4 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
From the time she said, I want to be a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
To now is 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she has already gone to be probably one of the most dominant.
Oh, yeah. She just built different like that.
And we talk about Stephanie. We talk about Julia. We talk about Roxanne. We talk about Kylie. You got to put Tiffy up there.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, if she was in a match against Julia, against Stephanie, that's a toss-up. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Naomi versus Stephanie Bakir is now official for Clash in Paris. And honestly, I think this is going to be a great fight.
It needs to be a great fight.
I agree. WWE announced last night that they're not doing post-show press conferences anymore. Okay. I don't know why, but sure, you do you, I guess. Probably, honestly, they're just like, bro, I'm fucking tired. It's been a long ass... I want to go to bed. I'm willing to bet you that is 90% of the reason. Like, I'm just fucking tired. We've been up since like 4 o'clock. It is almost 4. It is like almost
4 a.m.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like, we've been up since like 4 a.m. preparing for this shit. It's almost midnight. It has been nothing but action. I am fucking tired. I want to go to bed. Save your damn questions for later.
But here's the thing. You can take this however, but it's something we've been talking about for the past couple. We literally spend more time talking about the show than we do have the show.
Anyway, Karrion Kross responds to Triple H mistaking "We want Kross" chants for "We want Brock" chants. Unreal. They write the script, but the fans write the truth. Thank you, TikTok. That doesn't even sound remotely similar.
That's what he had replied to a thing on TikTok. That he...
Anyway. Gunther delivered his best performance on the main roster. His selling of the blood was masterful. Anybody who says he has no character is a lie. I don't think anyone... I mean, stupid people say that. But, no, he definitely has character. It's just jackass most of the time.
But I like him.
I'm not saying I don't.
And here's the thing. We talked about what makes a good heel, what makes a good face. You want to get behind a face, and you want to see a heel get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Gunther, to me, I don't want to see him get punched in the mouth. Whether he's facing a good heel or a good face, I don't care. I want to see Gunther just beat people.
Yeah.
And he's good at it.
I agree.
Like, I just want it to be a good match.
I agree. 100%. Ugh.
Discord decided to bring up.
Triple H comments on Brock Lesnar's return to WWE Summerslam. My reaction was exactly what I thought it was going to be, which was if there had been a roof on this place, it wouldn't be here anymore. The dynamic in the room in WWE changes when the Beast is here. Seeing Brock Lesnar come back, anything that you thought was happening sort of all goes out the window because the factor of Brock now changes the dynamic so incredibly, it makes it unpredictable.
I agree with that because here's why. Brock, yeah, I know Brock has to follow the script, whatever. But they can put Brock exactly what they did.
Yeah. Just
walk down the ring, beat the hell out of him, and walk out.
Yeah. And there's very few people who can stop him. Drew McIntyre after Seth Rollins cashes in Money in the Bank on CM Punk. Karma is indeed a biatch. Since we can't curse on Netflix, I guess. Actually, no, I guess they're on Peacock, so anyway. I don't care, man. It's time to have all the PLEs outside the US. UK, Australia, Saudi, or anywhere in Europe. At least those crowds actually care instead of acting like they're sitting in a library. Literally ruined the whole vibe of the match.
I disagree with that, but I agree. And here's why. Sometimes I think that you get them over like in England or when they were going to like France and all that. That crowd is constantly chanting, constantly cheering.
Yeah.
Constantly booing. Like, the crowd is engaged.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I feel like in
the States, we're just like, nah.
Yeah. And it's a great match. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Instead, overseas, they're like, yes! This is great! Yeah! You know, you're not talking to your friends, you're talking to the...
Yeah, you're yelling at the wrestlers like, yeah, you're doing great! Kick his ass!
Yeah. And you're not talking to your buddy next to you. And I feel that's... And every once in a while you'll see it in the U.S., but it's not common.
Yeah, because we're just so used to it, I guess.
Yeah.
I must have missed this, because I have no idea when
the fuck... when Nathan Frazier jumped on the top and was going to do it again and spray him off the top. And he went and pulled up and flipped up over the.
I don't think I saw this part. But yeah, he is indeed
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Not quite that graceful though. Anyway, Cody Rhodes will not flinch when it comes to maintaining a positive attitude. A lot of people thought I will change my attitude a little bit. I'm going to tell you, it goes against everything in my body to do that. I guess that's fair, because we were all talking about him turning heel and whatnot.
And he did. So I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan's reaction to Alexa and Charlotte. Miss Bliss winning the titles. Ah, shucks.
I thought that was cute.
You know she's gonna.
She's gonna ream them.
Miss.
You need to watch. I mean, she says you smell good after it, but it's funny. But you could literally tell, like, Charlotte wasn't having it. I think this was the pre-show.
Was this the pre-show or was it the post-show?
It would have been the pre-show from last night. Or, yeah.
Yeah. No.
And then Alexa, you smell good. I love them. They are so great. Like, I wish they would just keep them together forever.
I mean, they're women's tag team champions, so they're going to be together for
and this is what we were talking about.
Yeah. Like, this looked like a nasty fall. I hope she's okay. Because that looked terrible.
Yeah.
Dave Meltzer calls John Cena versus Cody Rhodes from SummerSlam one of the best matches WWE has had on the main roster in a long, long time. I agree. It is definitely up there with one of the top matches. Blake Monroe turns 27 today. Happy birthday to her. And this has never been more accurate, yeah. I mean, technically, this meme is always used wrong because the small guy actually ends up winning, but for the sake of the meme, how it's normally used, yes, this is accurate.
SummerSlam was way bigger.
Yeah, SummerSlam was way fucking cooler, way better.
Yep.
Jacob Fatu says Solo Sikoa is a comedian backstage, is always making people laugh. You see him out there all serious, but behind the scenes, he's the life of the party.
And I want to post that simply because, again,
you would never guess.
You always assume that they come out and they're like Gunther per se.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I'm using that wrong. Gunther might not be, but
yeah.
The point is they come out and all mean and sour face,
and then when they get backstage, it's like, let's fucking go, guys. That was great. Okay, drinks on me.
Yeah.
You
know, or doing something just completely goofy.
Yeah.
And they said that Owen Hart used to be that, and it's nice to see that somebody else is I know Owen's been dead for many, many years.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see somebody else is kind of taking on the comedic role of because here's the thing. And we kind of joke about this, but, you know, everything's great until you get punched in the face. It's nice to be punched in the face and know that you're at least going to get a laugh when you got the eye sack on your eye.
Yeah. But
it might even be from the guy who gave you the black eye, but
this match is night and day compared to WrestleMania 41. This is the match we should have gotten. Yeah.
And we even said that. Here, this is you. I put this on there because of Tavares right here.
Braun Breaker puts up his straps just so he can take them back down. He's making Kurt Angle proud. Because he had already taken them down to do the spear, and then he got, like, Superman punched or whatever. So it was like, all right. And then he spears someone out of the boots.
Tavares over here, he's like, did this motherfucker? And I'm like, yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. He did, in fact.
He didn't get it all out. He's like, did this? I'm like, yeah, he just did.
CM Punk was champion for 5 minutes, the same as Drew McIntyre. Yes, absolutely.
And I like this because of the fact that I want to see where Paul's allegiance would truly
Oh, God.
Because here's the thing. Brock has always been Heyman.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Yes, he's come back without Heyman, but Heyman's always been off doing his own thing.
Yeah.
You put these in there, and again, it's going to fall to where's Paul live?
Yep. Where's
I
Paul's
think this would be a phenomenal matchup. Charlotte said they're friends. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair defeat Raquel Rodriguez to become. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she said, yeah, we're friends.
Nobody. CM Punk kicking off Raw with Seth Rollins this Monday. I assume this is a video.
No, it's tonight. They'll be.
Gunther is reportedly set to have surgery on his nose due to an injury from before SummerSlam. I was told Gunther is having surgery on his nose. I was told that a couple days before SummerSlam. And it's very clear from watching the finish that Gunther's hurt, I would assume is what that says. So
his injury is to write him off TV for a little bit.
Hopefully it all goes well. No shenanigans, no interferences, no Rock, no Travis, just wrestling and greatness. What a fucking night. Absolutely. This was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, and I know we have brought it up, but this is exactly what we wanted.
Yes, from WrestleMania. Instead of the shit show we got. John Cena has 12 more dates left on his retirement tour. Just 4 months left. Who would have guessed? Roman Reigns is taking another hiatus to go. I mean, he's going to film a movie, I guess, but still.
Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter. So Clash in Paris is going to look like this: John Cena versus Brock Lesnar as the main event.
This is just somebody.
Yeah, obviously. Cody Rhodes versus for the title. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk / LA Knight. I don't know where the fuck. I guess, but I don't think LA Knight's going to get involved in this. Naomi versus Stephanie McKeer, that we do know for sure. And Sheamus versus Rusev. I can see that being a Clash in Paris match, honestly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, off a ladder, through a ladder. This was nasty.
And this is a video, and this just shows, if I remember right, this is a video. Then this just shows the whole.
Yeah, like I said, it looked nasty. I genuinely hope she is okay. Apparently a fight broke out in the SummerSlam crowd.
Yeah. I mean, they were duking for a good 30 seconds there.
Damn. People be crazy. Alexa Bliss says she will 100% bring back the supernatural aspects of her character in the future. 100%. One thing I'm always...
not quite sure how to help you with that.
Sorry, you keep doing it. 100%. One thing I've always said about my character is that it's always evolving. I do have my next idea already for my character, but right now I'm with Charlotte and having a great time. Yeah.
Here's my thing, though. This, I think, is the end.
Cena's last...
Well, hold on. Before we go into that, I think that is the end. When the supernatural character comes back, is going to be the end of Charlotte.
Yeah.
And that is when I think Bliss is going to turn on Charlotte to keep Charlotte's momentum.
Yeah, as a baby face. Yeah, as a baby face. So, our last dates for Cena are SmackDown this week. SmackDown on the 22nd, on the 29th, the 31st at Clash in Paris. August, September 5th, September 15th, October 11th, November 29th, and December for his retirement match. December 13th.
Right, it was like the 13th, I think?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Triple H confirmed that Cena's retirement tour is going exactly how he wants, and facing Brock Lesnar was one of his personal wishes before hanging up the boots. One of the very first things I said to him is, who do you want and how? And we're looking through that.
Well, here's the thing. I know you don't know this. But they have always been rivals.
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. Like I said, I was watching wrestling 10 years ago, so not long ago, but...
This is what I wanted to play.
I think I have this already up somewhere. No. Yes.
This is great.
Not if it'll load. Oh, come on, you motherfucker. There we go.
And just watch Cole's face. Can you get it up so you can kind of see his reaction? Or full screen it?
He is freaking the hell out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's flipping.
I don't think he knew. I don't think
Well, they said that nobody knew.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was like when The Rock was showing up.
Yeah.
Like, nobody officially knew.
4 weeks ago, Charlotte Flair was one of the most hated people on the WWE roster. Fast forward to her friendship with Miss Bliss, 50,000 people are going crazy and loving everything she does. Oh, that's it. We're done.
Yeah. Oh, that's it? Okay.
We're done. Yes, we're done.
Here's the thing. Rehashing what we basically have said. This was 100% a better weekend than Mania.
Oh, yes.
Oh, by far.
100%. Are we...
I think it's just buffering.
Okay, there we go.
Or it's behind. But yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. Again, like what I said. 100% better. I am genuinely excited to see how the shows after are going to go
Yes.
leading up to Paris. Because this was exactly what we should have got at Mania.
Absolutely agree.
I'm kind of excited tonight. I know we're going to get a lot of
Recaps.
Seth and probably Punk thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably going to, let's...
Yeah.
We're going to get a bunch of rehash BS.
Yes.
Probably going to get it on SmackDown too. But I'm genuinely actually excited, anxious to see how this is going to play out.
I absolutely agree. I think we've finally not started. I think leading up to WrestleMania was just, and then we were plummeting and we fucking crashed into the ground, exploded in a fiery ball of death and sadness and regret.
Again,
And then after Mania, we started slowly
chugging back up the hill.
And now SummerSlam went, and I'm interested to see how they ride that momentum into the stratosphere.
What I was going to say is, I think that almost 2.5, 2 months, something like that.
Yeah.
That we had between, pay-per-views.
Yeah, it was rough.
They were fighting for that content to stretch it. And when we got there, I think the momentum was so high, they couldn't quite reach the...
I'm going to be honest, there could have been absolutely zero momentum and we still would have fucking crashed and burned. It was terrible.
But I think that the matches we got should have been Mania. Because we didn't talk about this. WrestleMania 41 did not happen.
Nope, it didn't exist.
We did not have WrestleMania 41 this year.
So
SummerSlam was WrestleMania.
Yep.
It's what WrestleMania should have been in every way, shape, form.
Pretty much, yep.
So,
but unless you got anything else, we're gonna.
I just think that is exactly what they need to get it back.
I agree. I'm very anxious to see how we go forward because, like I said, SummerSlam just shot off like a rocket ship, and I'm interested to see if they can carry that momentum going forward, or if we are indeed going to crash and burn again. I don't think we will. I'm hoping.
Well, the next big PLE we have, which might only be one night, they have not announced that it's 2 yet, which I'm sure they will announce for next year because they're talking about the big four.
Yeah.
Going to 2 nights, all of them.
Yeah, WrestleMania, SummerSlam,
and Rumble,
Royal Rumble, and Survivor Series. Yeah.
the big.
So
four.
Survivor Series would be the next one, right?
Yes,
Which is in what? October? November?
probably somewhere around there.
Well, actually, it said on his thingy. Hang on. If it'll let me scroll up. Yeah. The 29th of November. And then we have Crown Jewel in October. Damn, it's been a year already since Crown Jewel. Or close to.
Mhm.
Time flies by. Anyway. Anything else?
I think that is it for me.
Alrighty. In that case...
Unless I want to say something else.
You don't get to. Anyway, that is about it for us, guys. If you made it this far on the stream, go and give us a follow so you can get notified whenever we go live. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comment section. If you want to chat with us, join our Discord server. If you want to help support us, press that donate button in the About Me section. But aside from that, we're done. I'm Tofari.
I'm CK.
And I'm Night Rider. Good night.
See ya.